In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I've learned from watching Kobe Bryant's interviews. And by the end of this video, I'm going to share 3 different main ideas or principles that I've applied into my life and how you can apply them into your life as well and have it make a difference in how you operate in the world. In the description of this video, there's a free how to start your next semester strong. So go ahead and check that out. The first thing to know about Kobe Bryant was that when he first started in basketball, he was not the best player. In fact, he started off as one of the worst in the league that he was playing in. And I remember watching an interview and he basically said, I literally did not score a single point for an entire season, and he was playing. And so that's where he started from. And one of the things that and it made me think, like, how did he overcome that challenge? Like, what was the framework? What was the ways that he did that? And there were some key words, but I'm going to share what that is later, so you're going to have to stick around for that. But one of the things that he did in addition to that I'm going to share about later is he knew what his weaknesses were. And he had this way of saying it. Maybe I'll, in the description, link the interview that I got this from. But basically, he just said, it's just a matter of time. And so he listed out, like, okay, I need to work on this specific shot, or I need to work on passing, I need to work on these different aspects of his game. And he literally just made a menu and said, okay, over this next 6 months, here's where I am. Here are my main areas of weakness. And I need to go through and systematically work on one of them at a time. And so each 6 months, what he would do is he would practice a specific thing. And he would do it in games to where he would say, okay, this is my weakness. I can't do this very well. So I'm going to purposefully do that thing over and over again so that I can get better. And what he did was it started to round his game out. So that way it wasn't, he was a like one-dimensional, he could only do these certain things, but he could actually evolve and grow over time. And some of the questions that I had in my mind was, how did he go from being so bad at 11 or 12 to then dominating in high school and college? And how did the words of his father, how did that free him to become his best self? And what are the weaknesses in my life, in my character, in who I am, that I need to systematically work on? Those were some of the questions that I have. And the most impactful thing that I learned from watching the interviews with Kobe is he had, after that season where he scored 0 points, his dad came to him and said these words. He said, look, whether you score 0 points or you score 60 points, I'm still gonna love you. And in the awareness of that love and acceptance of no matter the outcome, there's going to be this care for him, it freed him to go, well, if I'm gonna be loved either way, then forget this, I'm gonna do better. And it gave him this confidence and this ability that once he had permission, then he was able to move forward and to excel in his craft. And that's one of the things that I want to just encourage us to grow in, because this is an area that I'm growing in more and more. And one of the things is to be present in this moment, because we also don't know when it's going to be over. Like, that's a big thing that we can learn from Kobe's death, is that life is precious and that it can be over like that. And that when we know that we're loved, whether we're scoring 0 points or 60 points, or if we're a student, if we're getting A's or F's, or if we're in the business world, if we're making 20K or 20 million, that if I can really accept that I am fully loved, and that there are like standards and responsibilities and things that I can do well, when I can approach those things from a place of being fully loved and from finding identity in who I am, not in what I do, and I can keep those as what I do is an outflow of who I am, it creates a stronger and safer foundation to move from. And that's an area that I'm actively working on, and I love so much just that concept of, man, whether you score 0 points or 60 points, you're still loved. So I wanted to share that and encourage you guys with this thought. If you have enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give this a like, as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel. There's a lot more content like this that's for young adults and college students to develop character. So please stick around for that. Adios.